Hello and welcome to CloudFolks HUB. My name is Bhavesh Atara. You are learning AWS Elastic Container Service. We already covered all these points for the ECS, and right now we are on step number 5, understanding ECS Task Definition. If you go to the AWS ECS console, you have to create task definition, and here we have lots of options available. So, we started with the understanding of ECS task definition family and launch type, operating system and architecture. We already covered all this. Right now, we are understanding network mode. Here we have 5 network modes. Out of this, we already completed AWS VPC, bridge and default mode. In this video, we are going to cover 2 modes, host and none. So, let's start. Here, I am going to explain you host mode using mind map, and we are going to compare host mode with bridge mode to get better understanding about host mode. So, first point about host mode. In host network mode, container does not use separate Docker network. Here, I have picture of bridge mode. We use this particular picture to understand bridge mode. And if you look at over here, in the bridge mode, we have this virtual bridge created by Docker, works like a gateway. Now, in the host mode, we don't have this. So, here I have this picture, and if I'm going to talk about bridge mode, we have this gateway, but in the case of host mode, we don't have this gateway. Now, this gateway having one IP address, and this gateway also actually responsible to provide IP to all the containers connected with this particular bridge. So if I am saying that in the host mode we don't have this virtual bridge, means we have to delete this, and we also need to delete this IP because this bridge is responsible to provide IP address to all the containers. Now, the question is, okay, if we don't have this bridge, how we are going to access any application running inside this container? I'm going to explain you this step by step. It uses same network as a system where it is running, so both use same IP address. So, if I'm using host mode, IP address of my host ENI will be IP address of my task. If I am running 2 tasks, means I will have same IP address for the both of these tasks, right? So here we can say like 172.16.10.10, 172.16.10.10, right? My containers are actually going to use same IP address as a host ENI. Now, is it possible to provide same IP? Then how you are going to access this particular application? So here we need to provide port number, and we just need to provide port number to the container. You know, when we are using bridge mode, we are actually going to map these things. In the bridge mode, we have to provide host ENI port number. Here we have host ENI port number 8080, and it is going to connect container on 172.16.10.10.2:18, right? So this is how we are actually mapping. Here we don't need to provide host port number. Let me show you. See here, I am just going to choose bridge mode. Now in the bridge mode, if I am going to the container setting, it is asking me for host port and container port. Means I am saying that if anybody is going to send request on a port 8080, forward this on a container port number 80. But if I am going to choose host mode over here, I do not need to provide IP address of the host. I just need to provide container port. So whatever the container you are going to create, you need to provide port number. So let me say here, I have this container and I am going to provide port number 80. right? Port number 80. Now, if I want to access this particular application running inside this container, how I can access this? I'm going to explain you step by step. Let's say that if I'm going to use any external host and I'm going to use like this 172.16.10.10 colon 2020. Sorry, 22. Now, in this case, request will go over here. The host ENI will understand that it is actually going to talk about SSH access. So, host itself is providing SSH access. So, you will get SSH access of your host itself. Now, if you are going to write like this 172.16.10.10 colon 80, then host ENI will receive this request and it is going to forward this request to this one because this container is actually using port number 80. Now, here we have one question. Let's say that I'm going to create another task. Can I run this particular task on port number 80?
Sorry to interrupt you. I know you guys are enjoying our video a lot because our final ultimate goal is Solution Architect Certification exam. To reach the destination, we required full videos. Path number 1, our 6-in-1 program. Our 6-in-1 program include all prerequisite skills which is needed as a cloud engineer. It include 24/7 support, lifetime update, section-wise practice test, full course practice test with tips and tricks by Bhavesh Atara, how to do exam preparation course, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara and 6 AWS project with documents. Path number 2, you can enroll by paying 499 and get Hindi and English, both the languages, videos of AWS. The choice is yours how to create your success story by choosing best one. Best of luck. Thank you.